please call the roll?
Commissioner Scott? Commissioner Baker McCormick has requested an excuse. Commissioner Marecki?
Here.
Commissioner Clementi?
Here.
Commissioner Anderson has also requested an excuse. Vice Chair Baydoun?
Here.
Chair Kinlock?
Present.
We have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item.
Item B, Chair's remarks.
I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. I specifically want to extend gratitude and appreciation to our commission budget staff for their hard work and working with management and budget and developing this budget that we're about to present for consideration to the full commission. I would like to deeply thank the administration for its cooperation and allowing us to work as a team in developing the budget priorities for the upcoming year. To the management and budget department, John and his team, just want to thank each and every one of you all for working long hours along with our staff and developing this budget, dealing with the technical amendments and all of the various parts, moving parts associated with this. I want to thank our commission counsel and her involvement in assisting with the commission's budget language instructions and all of the questions associated surrounding this. And to you, the commissioners, Vice Chair, Commissioner Vice Chair Pro Tem Sam Baydoun, Commissioner Clemente, Commissioner Anderson, Commissioner Scott, and Commissioner Marecki, and Commissioner Baker McCormick. Definitely want to thank you all for attending the various hearings, both here and throughout our community. So we're now here and we'll take the final action to move this thing forward out of this committee. That concludes my remarks. Madam Clerk, next item.
Item C, approval of the minutes from the September 26, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved
Support.
and supported. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, this item stands approved. Next item, Madam Clerk.
We're now on to unfinished business, item D. D2, budget language instructions for fiscal year 2024, 2025.
At this time, I will recognize Terrence Adams, our budget director, for the purpose of explaining what changes that may have taken place since our last meeting and to bring any clarity to any points.
Thank you, sir. Through the chair, I'm just going to briefly go over some of the changes that were made to the budget language instructions from our meeting on Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
If you turn to page 6 of the big packet, number 16, we made modifications to the reports from the CJC that should be going to the special committee. We changed letters A and B and removed item C. And we also removed project because it's no longer a project since it's up and running. So that was a change there. If you go to page 21, this was regarding the sheriff's satellite locations because there was some confusion on whether there was or will be. We kept the language in there, but just abbreviated just for the sheriff to report if there's any satellite officers at any time. And then on page 24, with the recommendation from the body, we added a budget language regarding the activities of the Narcan vending machines. So that's all the changes to the big packet that you have in front of you. There's a single sheet that we passed out this morning that's recommending language for the Economic Development Department. There's a tech amendment that number 16 that this is reference to. There's $3 million that's being put in the Economic Development Department for small business and nonprofit. So we're just doing a budget language instruction, setting forth some instructions where there's a minimum of 175 should go to each commission district. The department should collaborate with the commission on the selection submittal of each business nonprofit that is selected. If there's any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, are there any questions? Any questions? Madam Clerk, next item.
We're now moving on to item 3, communication request and commission approval of Technical amendments 1 through 17 for the Wayne County Executives 24-25 recommended comprehensive budget and appropriations ordinance.
At this time, you have had the technical amendments before you. Staff did explain the changes associated with the budget instructions that are directly aligned with these technical amendments. And at this time, I'd like to ask commissioners, are there any questions? Are there any questions? Madam Clerk, next item.
We are now returning to item 1, communication requesting commission approval of budget of recommended comprehensive executive budget appropriations ordinance for fiscal year 2024-2025 and a projected budget for fiscal year 2025-2026.
At this time, we'll take a motion to recommend to the committee of whole each of the items 1, items D1, D2, and D3. A motion is in order.
Mr. Chair, I will make a motion to move items 1, 2, and 3
As
to the committee
amended.
as a whole.
As amended.
As amended, of course.
Support.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Scott,
Yes.
Commissioner Marecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Clementi,
Yes.
Vice Chair Baydun,
Yes.
Chair Kinlock.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. At this time, next item, Madam Clerk.
Item E, new business, there is none listed. Moving to item F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I know of none. Next item.
Item G, public comments.
At this time, Madam Clerk, would you please unmute the microphones? And I would like to ask anyone who has joined us by Zoom, YouTube, or telephone, if you would raise your hand or somehow indicate that you would like to address this committee to do so at this time. Madam Clerk,
There are no hands on Zoom and no communications have been received.
public comment is closed. Next item.
Item H, adjournment.
Motion is in order.
So moved.
It's been moved, supported.
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed.